So there's gonna be two parts of this video, the stress and signs of stress, and then the second video will be now the consequences of stress and how to actually use music to manage your stress. So be on the lookout for that. Hi, I hope you're well. I hope you're doing great. If you're new to this channel, welcome so much. My name is Faith Franca. I love music, I love to sing, and I believe in healing with music. If you're not new, hi, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So, for today's video, I want to speak about stress and stress management with music therapy. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So straight into the video, I'm going to start with what is stress. So stress is our body's reaction to demand or challenge, and it is caused by emotional or physical tension, and therefore there can be positive and negative stress. So positive stress is stress that allows you to avoid danger or meet demands or be able to conquer challenges, while negative stress is the stress that stops you from actually performing to your optimum best. It inhibits you from doing things that normally you would do, and actually gives you like lack of motivation to actually manage to go through with what you had planned to do. So like you can see in this curve that I have put right here, there's usually a state of calmness when before you go through stress. So there's a state of calmness where now you think of there's an action needed to be done for you to achieve a certain something, and during this part where you're thinking about what to do to achieve a certain goal, maybe it's school assignment or work assignment, or maybe you just want to do something to feel like you have accomplished something or a sense of fulfillment. That is before you achieve an activity or you get involved in an activity. There's a part where you are stressed. It's like a pressure. You are pushed to do something. Now that is stress. Now it becomes positive stress when it helps you to actually indulge in the activity or achieve something in the goal that you had set. But now after you have achieved this goal, like you can see in this graph, after you have achieved this goal, there's an inclination where now you go through the motion of feeling exhausted. Now you are done with the activity, you're feeling exhausted. Now you're reviewing how you have done a certain thing, or if you have achieved this goal. So there is that part. Now how low this inclination goes will now depend on you, and that's when now a positive stress can go to become negative stress. So every day we usually go through stresses. Like you wake up in the morning, you're thinking, okay, this is what I am set out to do, and then you meet challenges along the way, or maybe you had a bad day. That is stress. Or for example, during this corona period that we self-quarantine, there are people who are working online and those ones who are not working at all because they are not able, in their workspace they're not able to work online, but then again they are expected to keep the distance from people. So there's a lot of challenges that people are facing right now, apart from just dealing with the fact that now there's a virus out here which we do not know when it will go, and we're living in uncertainty. So there's a lot of stress that we all go through, like each and every day, in our workspaces, in our families, in our friendships. There's a lot of stresses that we go through, and it is important that at the end of the day you evaluate yourself and think, okay, have a sense of, now the day has ended, how do I feel? You just sit with yourself and ask, Franca, how are you feeling? Like, what made you feel sad? What made you feel happy? What would you rather change? What would you rather remain the same? It is important to actually have that sit down with yourself. And as much as this coronavirus has brought a lot of negative thoughts and negative things in our lives, I feel it is a very important time for you to sit with yourself and just evaluate yourself. Get to know yourself deeply. Get to know yourself truly, without anyone telling you how you are or what you like doing. Like, just get to know yourself deeply. Now, since we go through stresses every day, it is important for us to actually know the signs, because it will make us more aware of what is going on in our lives, and you get to understand why you do the things that you do. So for stresses, there are signs that are emotional and physical. So I'm going to start with the emotional signs. So for the emotional signs, number one, you get frustrated easily. And this is because you tend to see the negative sides of things. Like, for example, if someone comes and say, hey Franca, leo unakaa poa, and then the first thing I do is kwani hizo siku zingine nakaangaje? That's a sign of stress. Number two, you worry too much, and then you get overwhelmed. So the second sign is getting overwhelmed. Like, it's because you're constantly thinking of the next step. You're not actually able to enjoy the moment that you're in, and that is a sign of stress, because now you'll start thinking, like, you're thinking too much, you're asking yourself too many questions that you do not have answers to. So you keep piling questions, which cause you to worry, which at the end you start feeling overwhelmed. That is a sign of stress. Another thing is having difficulty to focus, having difficulty to just relax and quieten your mind. That's a sign of stress, because now, like we said in number two, like, you're constantly worrying, so you're not able to actually calm down and relax and be able to evaluate your feelings and get in touch with your emotions. So you find yourself, maybe you're somewhere, you're supposed to deal with this, but because you're constantly worrying about the next thing, you're unable to focus on this one thing. The other thing is you start having low self-esteem, you start feeling like you're worthless, you start feeling lonely, and in the end you're gonna be depressed. And this is because of the thing that we say, you're always looking for the negative side. Even when you're given a positive compliment or feedback, you're quick to say, okay, why did they say that? You're always looking for the negative side. That will cause you to have low self-esteem, because you're not able to actually sit down with yourself and evaluate your successes and appreciate that it is a journey, appreciate that this is what you did at that time. That was the best you did at that time. It is very important, like, while you are judging yourself, sit down and take time to say, okay, did I have any other option? Like, if that was the best option, there's nothing you could have changed. You did the best you could at that time. Corona has given us social distancing without us wanting to, really. And actually, during this time of social distancing, I've realized how much I just want to be around people, how much I love to just be around people. And one sign of stress is social distancing. You avoid people because you do not want to deal with other people apart from what is going on in your head. And of course, whatever is going on in your head is overwhelming you, and so you do not want to add on to that, and so you start avoiding people, and that's a sign of stress. So on to if you have any other emotional sign that you can add, please comment down below. Let us help out each other. So let me go straight to physical signs. So for the physical signs, one is headache. That is self-explanatory. Headaches, because now you're worrying too much, you feel overwhelmed, you're not able to relax or calm down, and so your body has a way to react. And let me tell you guys, every emotional sign that I have mentioned, it manifests in the physical. Whatever is in your mind will always manifest in the physical. So number one, headache. Number two, insomnia. That is lack of sleep. There are people who, when they're stressed, they don't sleep like for days until they start hallucinating, and they have to be medicated for them to sleep. So insomnia is another sign. Another sign is chest pains. Chest pains, because there is muscle tension. Actually, it's not chest pains alone. Chest pains, back aches, body aches, you just feel pain because your muscles are too tense. You have not taken the time to actually relax, to calm your body, because like we said, everything in the mind manifests in the physical. Low energy. So many people have had said, I just feel unmotivated. Remember, you have already talked to yourself and deemed yourself worthless, you have low self-esteem. So at the end of the day, you're unmotivated to do things because you think that there will be a repetition of maybe failure or something. The thing I've seen is sometimes when people are stressed, they get nervous, and now when they're nervous, they start like fidgeting, they start pacing around, they're clenching their fists, they're grinding their teeth. Like for me personally, I usually bite my nails when I am nervous, or maybe when I'm thinking. Actually, I didn't realize this until I started like realizing, oh okay, maybe I'm undergoing through stress or something, because every time I find myself biting my nails, I'm thinking, I'm constantly worrying, I'm worrying about the next step, I'm thinking about the next step. So yeah, that is mine. If you guys have a sign that you do when you're stressed, maybe something, a bad habit that you do, because I know mine is a bad habit, I'm not proud of it, but yeah, that's what I do when I am nervous and when I am stressed. Yeah, I bite my nails. So I've known that every time I start biting my nails, I have to think, hey Franca, what is wrong, like what's happening in your mind, like what are you thinking about. Now it has made me be aware of whatever that is happening around me and within me. So yeah, if you have a bad habit, or maybe just a habit that you do when you're stressed, please comment down below, share, so that you can, maybe I have not mentioned all of them. It's frequent colds and infections. You guys, if you follow me, which you should follow me on Instagram at Franca. Yeah, so if you follow me, you know that from last year, like around November till March, I've been having a cold every month. Like I have a cold for like 2 weeks, I nurse it, I get back to normal, and then I just rest for a week, and then the other 2 weeks I have a cold. Like I've been having major colds, and I've been medicating, and of course I didn't know it's because I was stressing, but I realized that because I had gone through a big adjustment in my life. Of course there were some things that were unsettling, some things that I was worried about, some things that I was uncertain about, and yeah, so frequent colds and infections can be a sign of stress. Another thing is your skin and hair start becoming bad. Like for example, for skin, pimples. Like I know that I have seen posts where when you have pimples on this side, or maybe this side here on your forehead, please correct me, I'm not sure, but here on your forehead, it means that you have stress. If you have like pimples around your forehead, yeah. But things like eczema, they're usually triggered by stress. When you have stress, you start finding that maybe your skin is, and it is because you're not taking care of yourself. Remember, like in your head, you are unmotivated to do things. Remember all the emotional signs that I've told you, and remember that I've said they manifest in the physical. So your skin starts breaking out, and I know people who, when they're stressed, they start plucking their own hair, which is extremely painful. Like just imagining it is heartbreaking. But there are people who do it, they don't realize it, but later is when they realize, oh, like I have a patch here. But there are people who pluck their own hair, and of course that can cause permanent hair loss, like at the end, because now you're damaging your skin, not only your hair, but you're damaging your skin. Because you can imagine, like you're plucking your hair, and I can imagine like those, what are they called, like follicles, like they have blood, because now you are, yeah, yes, so it can cause permanent hair loss. And those are some of the physical signs that I know cause stress. If you have any other, like, feel free to comment down below and tell us. Please, let's help each other so that we can be aware of ourselves, be aware of what is happening around us, within us, so that we can be aware of our habits and how we can help each other. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share so that we can help out each other, and stay safe, stay quarantined, and yeah, stay motivated. So for the next video, please be on the lookout. The next video is on now the consequences of this stress and how we can actually use music to manage our stress and release stress and live our optimum best. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload the next video, and see you next time.